All right, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. I'm not going to try to repeat myself too often. I'm going to do a quick TLDR of like what's been happening at the channel and stuff before I dive into the Kaiju chapters. I'll try to do a proper channel update with the details, but I'm probably going to be looking at taking another mini break from the channel, just because uh, have been feeling like deg. Well, that's not tripping over my tongue today. I haven't been feeling inspired creatively. I want to say. So I'm gonna take a mini break from the channel. Hopefully, kind of recoup my energy before diving back into doing reactions and stuff. But before I took the mini hiatus, I figured I'd catch up on the Kaiju and Spy Family chapters, so I can kind of reduce any backlog buildup that will happen from my time away. So without further ado, I just finished recording the reaction to Kaiju number 8, chapter 43. Like I mentioned in that video, I'm going to do separate videos for all the chapters rather than kind of lumping two together, just to kind of keep it separate and a little bit more easier and accessible. So with all that said, let us dive into Kaiju number 8, chapter 44 by Naoya Matsumoto, translation by David Evelyn, lettering by Brandon Bovia. We pick up where we left off last time with Kokori having come in to the rescue. And you see back in the control room, Isao is just, you can see him just kind of looking agitated as Baldy goes, "Don't move, Isao. You plan on deploying yourself if number 8 goes berserk. I admire your resolve, but using the numbers weapons shaves years off your life. Keep up the repeated usage and it'll be lethal." And he goes, "I'm well aware. Besides, this is a trial the next generation must overcome." And you see Kokoro asking, "Kafka Hibino, can you transform?" And he goes, "No good. I've tried a bunch of times, but it's not working." She goes, "I see." She's like, "Could it be that number 9 is doing something too?" And you see him again, kind of forming little bulbous protrusions as he's ready to fire off some blasts. And he goes, "Here it comes!" And you see a prap as they just dive out of the way as a bunch of blasts come from number 9. Kokoro goes, "Kafka Hibino, I'll heavily damage the target and halt its movements. If number 9 is hindering your transformation, then there should be a temporary reprieve while it recovers. I hate to admit it, but I need your power to beat this thing." And he goes, "Roger, let's do this." And you see them both like splitting off to try to do a pincer attack. 9's like, "No fair." "Okay, then how about this?" And you see him just splitting his head so he can look to both sides. And he fires off some shots and Kafka kind of just like contorts himself around. And Kokoro just swings her axe around to dodge and deflect it. And she goes, "I really can't predict what this thing will do." And you see Ashley's kind of readying her axe to strike. You see an ant kaiju kind of crawling on the building beside her, try to pincer her as well. And you see he forms another growth off the ant's head and then fires a couple of shots at her. And one takes her right in the midsection with a boom brap. And Kafka goes, "Kokoro!" And he goes, and number 9 goes, "This one first." And you see Kokoro just not waiting, and she just goes flying towards him. And he's like, "Huh?" And you see a wham as he just chops into him. And she goes, "I'm fed up with suffering losses without being able to do anything about it. This time for sure, I will do the saving." And you see her just exchanging axe blows with number 9. As Baldy back in control room goes, "Oh, she's improved her skills so much. It's almost like watching her in her younger days. Isn't it, Isao?" And you see a flashback to young Kokoro. So you have 2nd Division Captain Hikari Shinomiya smiles and waves to the cheering citizens after yet another successful kaiju neutralization. Clad in one of the Defense Force's strongest weapons, numbers weapon 4, she swoops through battlefields with the grace of a Valkyrie. And you see her clad in like this white looking robe with like the little, I don't want to say flaps, but little flaps at the end. Very Valkyrie looking. This white armor looks like she's holding a spear as well. And I must say that I, Meow, am also a fan of hers. "Mr. Meow, nobody asked about that." And then you see one of the other kids in class with her going, "Hey, wait, Kokoro, isn't that your mommy?" It's like, "Really? Wow, so cool." It's like, "Holy crap, your mom's the strongest around." You see her just beaming with pride. She's like, "Yep, that's my mommy." Jeff, hey, I'm back. So, and you have, welcome back home. And he's like, am I ever beat? And he's like, mommy. And you see Kokori just coming running in. She just glumps onto her mother's face. That was her mother's name. All right. He goes, mommy, welcome back. And you have young Asa going, come now, Kokori. Your mother's too exhausted to. And you see, yeah, she just grabs Kokori off her, finally arms, just starts swinging her around. Goes, you've done it now, gosh darn it. Have you been a good little girl, you little scamp? And you see Asa just like, oh. And you see Kokori going, today, guess what? Guess what? We watched TV in the shelter, and everyone said you were cool, mommy. And her mother looks at her surprised and goes, no one was hurt? It's like, nope. And she smiles and goes, that's great news. And Kokori noticed that her mother's like upper arm's been bandaged a little bit. She goes, did you get hurt? And she's like, and Hikari goes, shoot, I let it slip. It's like, yeah, today's kaiju was a little strong, but I'm all right. Kokori goes with a serious little face, like, mommy, I'm going to join the defense force, and I'm going to save you. He's here just looking at her husband in surprise before she goes, hey, okay then, Kokori, when you're in trouble, mommy will save you. Oh, and then you see the next day they're doing the whole funeral service for her mother. And you see this series of cataclysms caused by Kaiju number 6 has resulted in extensive damage. Most notably, the loss of 2nd Division Captain Hikari Shinomiya has cast a pall over the hearts of many. And you see this just kind of shell-shocked young Kokori sitting there at her mother's funeral, as you have, without her selfless sacrifice, the damage would no doubt have been even greater. And you hear, liar, liar. Oh, you see her just kind of scrunching up her face, tears streaming down. It's like, I'm such a liar. I said I would save her. I'm sorry, mommy. I'm so sorry. And she's like, Dad. And she's trying to reach out, and you see Asao's just got like this agitated face. And you see Kokori just looking at him before she kind of tugs her sleeves and wipes away her tears. She goes, I'm sorry, mommy. I wasn't able to save you. But I'll make up for it by being the strongest. I swear that on any battlefield I step foot on, and I'll save everyone in your place. No comrade will be dying on my watch. Oh, and she's just cutting off all of Nine's limbs with swings of her axe. Oh, such a good chapter. I was not expecting Kokori backstory in this one, but I really appreciate it. So I'll get some quick thoughts before we wrap this video up. I'm hoping, I hadn't considered the possibility that, number 9 might have been doing something to kind of block Kafka's transformation. I guess it makes sense if he's trying to, like basically eat him, digest him, cannibalize him, whatever. I hope that's not the case, because I feel like that would be too easy of a solution to Kafka's problems here. I feel like it'd be narratively more interesting to see him kind of deal with being a human kaiju hybrid. But we'll see what happens in the next couple of chapters. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like I said, this chapter I think cements more of my ideas that I'm hoping that'll come down to Kafka just kind of playing, a supporting role in this battle, kind of letting Kokori take charge, like kind of just shouts advice to her and kind of like, basically feeds her data. So we'll see how that'll actually play out the next couple of chapters. Still a little bit too early to tell. Baby Kokori is so adorable. Like, I just love her little like glomping onto her mother. Like, I love all the little familial interactions. But I think seeing this now, like having gotten at least a little glimpse of her backstory and like what caused her to become so driven, to join the defense forces, become a kaiju, take down kaijus and everything. I think this kind of reinforces more of the problems I had with how quickly the reveal of like Kafka being kaiju was kind of just swept under the rug, and like how quickly she kind of processed and got over the betrayal. But I don't know, like, it's on the one hand, it's one of those cases where I'm like, yeah, the story hasn't been fully told yet, so I don't want to judge it too harshly just yet. While at the same time, on the other hand, being like, yeah, I don't want to judge it too harshly, but at the same time, I feel like they could have handled that with a little bit more nuance and more complexity than it was given. I get that it was probably kind of a rush to be like, I don't want to have to keep plotting around like having Kafka hiding the secret from everyone and getting it out with them open will make things a little bit easier. But yeah, it did kind of what's the word? It did kind of hurt the narrative a little bit. But yeah, really, really hoping that Kokoro continues to get to be the star of this battle. Can't wait to see, what shape her development is going to take. Because I feel like she's definitely going to get a power boost from this fight with number 9. So yeah, let's see what else happens with that. I think that's about all the thoughts I have with regards to this chapter. So like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm going to be taking mini hiatus. Still haven't decided, for how long, when I'm going to come back, things like that. With regards to Kaiju especially, I'll try not to let too much of a backlog build again, because I think it comes out only bi-weekly or so. It shouldn't be too bad if I do take an absence from the series. Well, like I said, I'll try to keep everyone updated regarding the status of that and things as they happen. As always, if you like my content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Finished other Kaiju episodes uploading right now, so I'm going to put this one up as well. After this one, record Spy Family. And until next time, this is Ash. Talk to you all later.